Tangela, Allen, I am so happy that you are here with me today. This is Inspire Forward, and I just want to share just a little bit what Inspire Forward means. But
Okay,
before I do, can you introduce yourself? Tell us about yourself.
sure. I am Tangela Allen. I am an alignment life coach. I am also a personal stylist. I'm also a high school teacher. So I do all of those things, which help inspire people. So what else can
Mm,
I say?
I
So
love
I
that.
fit right in. I inspire people. So
I
yes.
love that. I probably should have had you style me before this video, because but anyways, so I wanted you to come to Inspire Forward and be part of this. Thank you first and foremost for agreeing to doing this video
Oh,
with me.
thank you.
But when I started Inspire Weight Loss over 4 years ago, it was out of my personal story, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got myself together and I decided to really follow the calling of opening Inspire Weight Loss and helping
Mm-hmm.
others, I really what was in my heart and still is in my heart is I wanted to inspire forward. I wanted to pay forward what I
Mm-hmm.
had lived through, what I had to walk through, and I felt so good that I wanted to just pay it forward and inspire forward. So
Mm-hmm.
then a couple of years into it, I was thinking, I really want to create a platform where our clients that have their story and they have so much to offer, so much to share about their story. I wanted to create a platform that they can come to and inspire forward. And that's
Okay.
why this is called Inspire Forward. So your story is so inspiring. You've shared with me what you want to share today with our clients and everybody else that is watching. And I'm so excited that you are here. It's so powerful. But first, before you get into that, can you share with us how did you find Inspire? Why did you look for Inspire? What happened at Inspire? Share with us your story.
Well, I was looking for something and I said, I need something. I need something that's not your normal average stuff. I wasn't looking for a fad or anything. I had done all that already. I
Mhm.
didn't need another fad. It's like I need something that's really gonna work. And I think either I heard an advertisement or I saw it on Facebook. I just know it was an advertisement and I decided to call. I said, well, let me at least see what this is about. And so I called. I liked what I heard. I said, this could really work. Let me try out. This is something I would like to try. And it sounded doable. It didn't
Mhm.
sound like it was something that was far fetched. It didn't sound like I was going to be eating any foreign foods I had never eaten before or anything that I may not like. I'm serious, foreign food, really. And so I decided to give it a try. And so I was glad that I did. I spoke to you. Um, you really inspired me to join. It's not that you were really trying to sell me on it. At least I didn't feel like that. But just listening to you talk about it and what it was all about, and it wasn't like somebody just trying to get you in there to get your money. And hey, this is just like a fad. It wasn't like that at all. And so that inspired me to really try it. And I did, and I was happy.
Well, I'm
I've
so
been
happy to hear that. Tell us what your experience that inspired through your journey. How do you feel? Like what got you there? How did you feel that you said, what, I need to do something? And then once you did, how do you feel now? Because you know
okay.
what I was thinking about this morning, Tangela? I was
Mhm.
thinking about when we do videos and we talk to people, we love to talk about, or I don't want to say we love to talk about, but we usually talk about the emotions that got us to the point that we said we need to do something, which is very
Mhm.
important. But then, to encourage people and inspire people, we need to also talk about the after. When
Right.
when you actually decided to do something, and now how do you feel now versus back then? So share with us, and it's so true, right? So
Yes.
because that's really where the testimony comes, where you
Mhm.
have pushed through and you've done this thing, and that is a testimony. But before you get to the testimony, there's something that happens that you feel, and you're like, okay, I need to do something. Can you dive
Hmm.
in a little bit deeper of, those emotions before and then
Sure.
now?
Okay, sure. Well, prior to, I've been through a lot. I've been through a marriage. I've been through a divorce. It wasn't the best. I had some family, some serious issues that happened within my family, that really affected me because they were so close to me. It was a lot of things. I was dealing with my own self. Menopause had hit me. Oh my God.
Oh,
And
yes.
I didn't realize that she was adding the pounds. She was helping to add the pounds on. And it's amazing because as I was going through this journey, I really didn't realize I was picking up weight. And that might sound crazy, but I actually heard a lady on the radio giving a testimony, and she was saying that she was saying how she didn't realize she had gained weight because she was so busy dealing with everything else that was happening in life, that one day she looked in the mirror and she was like, oh my God, who is this? And that's what happened to me. I was like, one day it was just like, well, who is this? I don't know
So
her.
common. That is so common. Yeah.
I don't know her. Wait a minute, where am I? Where's Tangela? And so I was like,
Mm.
I gotta have something. So when this, like I said, when this came across, I saw it, spoke to you, I got involved with it. It was great. My experience of going through Inspire was wonderful. I noticed it was everything that you said it was, everything that you promised it would be, it was that. So afterwards, I realized that as I was losing the weight, as I was beginning to shed, I realized that, oh my God, as I'm shedding the weight, I'm also shedding all those things that help to put the weight on. And it's amazing because it's such a mental and a psychological thing that like collaborate, that go together along with it, and the mental part as well. So all that going together, and I start realizing, wow, as I'm feeling lighter, it was almost like those things were being released from me as well, because now where those things had torn down self-esteem, self-value, all those, my self-worth, they were starting to, it was starting to be replenished again. It was
Mhm.
starting to be replenished again as I'm shedding. And has been amazing. And it just, when I had that epiphany, it was like, oh my God, because the body is like a physical shed where people store things. And that's what we
Wow.
do. That's what we do when we ingest those things that come at us: trauma, hurt, pain, even sometimes joy. And what do we do when we have a shed? I don't care what size your shed is. It's just like us. Sheds come in different shapes, different sizes, different forms, colors, so forth and so on. And so what do most people do when they have a shed? They stuff it, right? They just pack it with all the stuff, especially stuff you don't want, stuff you don't want to deal with, stuff you don't have a place for. You stuff that shed, you pack it. And that's what we do. When we're going through things, we pack the shed. We pack it
Wow.
through eating, we pack it through, some people drink, some people do drugs. You pack the shed. And so once you start the shedding process, it's like that stuff starts falling off, just like the weight is falling off. And you start, as you feeling lighter, because once you get rid of all that stuff, like when you empty out the shed, you can see clear, you can think clear. So of course, as you're shedding the weight, you're getting rid of these things, because now you can see clear. You can say, hey, you know what, I need to do this, I need to do that. Oh, I'm starting to see me again. I started feeling me again, because I was like, I don't know who she is, but
I
that's
love
not me.
that. I love that. The shed. You know what? That's like mind blowing. It's such a beautiful, it's so good. It's such a different perspective that I've never heard anybody say, or
Oh,
share. But when you said that, I was thinking, when you said, people pack in the shed and they just keep packing in, they just push stuff. And
mm-hmm.
but if you think about it, when you're doing housework and you're at home and all these things, the last thing that gets cleaned out is the shed.
Exactly.
the last thing that gets cleaned out is wherever you store crap, wherever you
Exactly.
store stuff. And you're so right, because it's like, okay, just put it there, out of sight, out of mind, out of sight. You're going about life, you're helping people, you're taking care of your kids, your husband, your work, you're this, you're that. You're not, like you said, you're not realizing that you're actually expanding, menopause,
Yes.
whatever, maybe chronic disease that you're going through, and you're just
Uh-huh.
like packing it in until the moment that's like, wait a second, that door doesn't close anymore, and
Exactly.
it burst open. Oh, I got
Like
chills.
our clothes, like our
Like
clothes
our
do.
clothes, but and our emotions. You looked, like you
Yes.
said, you looked at that mirror and you're like, that might be the burst moment when
Yes.
that door of the shed goes wide
Mm-hmm.
open and says, listen, I got no more to give.
Right.
There's no more
No
space
room.
here.
Right.
Woo, girl. Yes. That is so good, Tangela. Oh my gosh. That is so good. That's
But
so
it's
good.
real. And I mean, you have all this stuff around you, literally, physically, emotionally. And it's like, I just, I
So
don't know, it's just amazing.
share with us now, like, okay, so you started shedding, which I love
Mm-hmm.
also. You started shedding and you're
Mm-hmm.
shedding, and all of our journeys are different. And even with myself, I mean, I own Inspire Weight Loss, and I still have my journey going on. I mean, my hair's in a bun
Yes.
because I just finished working out, because I have to, like, we all, right? So
Uh-huh.
you're shedding. At what point did you're like, man, I feel good, like, I found Tangela, and now what are you doing with that now?
Okay. When I started, I can say this now because I'm not there anymore. But when I started with you, I think I weighed in at 235. I'm down to like 196. That journey for along the way, oh, I cried. I came in, I crabbed, I complained, like, this is the word, I don't see it. And you all were saying, we see it. I'm like, I don't see it. But
Yes.
my clothes were saying it. My
Mm,
clothes were saying it. But even in that, I still was like, no, this isn't happening. Because like it's crazy because in your brain, you think, oh, it's gonna go away like that. But it doesn't. It takes work. It takes work. It takes time. It takes the effort. It's a process. Just like it was a process getting on, it's a process getting it off.
mhm,
And so I even went shopping and I tried to go buy the old size and I was like, this doesn't look right. And so when I tried on something that was smaller, two sizes, one to two sizes smaller, and it fit, I was like, what? Maybe this is happening. Maybe it's really happening. Because you see yourself in the mirror every day. You know what I'm saying?
yes.
And sometimes it doesn't. Some days it might look like, yeah, I'm doing it. And then another day, no. Another thing that really did it, I went to a store and I was going to buy some bras. And so I looked at the lady. I didn't want to know. Like, I didn't want to know. I didn't want to think that I had to get the same size that I was before. So I looked at her. I said, what size do you think I need? Right? She goes, you're like about a 36. I'm like, what? A 36? Are you serious? She's like, yeah, you want to try it on? I was like, yeah, right here. I didn't want to go to the dressing room, right here, right? So we tried it. And I was like, oh, shoot, I am losing it. And that's when I embraced it. It was
Mhm.
happening, but that's when I really embraced it. And I was like, yes, I'm losing it. And then it just like, I don't know, like it all just sank in. And then I started thinking about all the things that were leaving me as this was happening. Because now I was realizing how I was beginning to see certain things clear. I was beginning to take more pride in me, caring more about me, thinking more about me, not in a selfish way, but in a way of my self-worth, my self-value, really caring for Tan the way that Tangela used to take care of Tangela. And
Mhm.
so that was my, like, really my epiphany. But the journey continues because it's not over. I'm not where at my goal weight, no, but the journey continues. but I do know that I'm lighter, I'm thinking clear, and I see me. I see me now.
I love
I
that.
see me. I don't know any
That
other way to say it.
that is so so good. You know, it's such an inspiration for everyone,
Mhm.
female and male, and all of the everyone, from any background, because the truth is, no matter where we come from, we certain things are the same. Menopause is
Yes.
menopause. It
Oh,
doesn't matter where your
Jesus.
background is. I mean, it's
He's a
just,
bear.
and so your story just touches on so many different things at so many different levels. Like, I remember when I was at Macy's after I lost my weight, and I didn't have a stylist like you. I need your service. I need your services. But it was the first time that I went to buy clothes, and I always bought one brand, which is Ink, because I is it Ink or INC?
Yes, it's INC.
It's INC.
Mhm.
And I always bought like those flared out A-line shirts,
Mhm.
you know, and I always bought a large. And I remember I am not a like anxious person. I'm not
Mhm.
a stressed out person. I'm a person that if I have a problem ahead of me, I'm gonna attack it.
Mhm.
I have no problems doing that, right? I
Uh-huh.
just like I want to attack it in peace, and that thing is gonna be gone. Well, I found myself trying to pick out clothes, and I had a panic attack.
Wow.
Never, I've never, ever, ever, ever
Wow.
thought that I would ever go through that, because that's just
Mhm.
not my person. I just don't, I don't really, I'm not anxious, or, and I
Mhm.
felt it bubbling up. And it was because I was trying to choose
Mhm.
um, something from my old me, but I was a new me, and my new me was a size 5 small. And if I wanted to wear something tailored, then fine, I can.
Right.
And not
Yes.
until I had to literally self talk. I was by myself. I had to literally self talk myself out of it. I almost walked out. In fact, I think I even took some steps, and I turned around. I'm like, okay, Martha. And it's just like, so I pulled off some stuff, and sure enough, I was a size 5. And that was a moment. It was a very weird moment, because I've never felt something like that before, but it was a true
Mhm.
moment. It was real. It was the struggle was real. And now I actually go with clients to go shopping for the first time, because
Mhm.
I went through that and I know how it feels. It makes me think that sometimes our psyche is just, it's behind. Like it takes a moment to catch up to our new reality.
Mhm.
Does that make sense? When
It
you when
does.
you when you look at the mirror, and you're still, your psyche's still telling you, no, you're still size 10, no, you're still
Mhm.
size large,
Yes.
no, no, you're not losing weight, no, you're not losing weight. And it's almost like it takes a minute for our psyche to catch up to our new
Mhm.
reality. We hear that
Mhm.
every single day. I mean, we look at the psyche scan, and I'm like, that roll is gone, and they're like, I can't see it, and it's like,
Right.
it's right there. It's right there. You're so, and that's because also, like, we're really not a weight loss center, and it's hard to
Yes.
market that. We're really a fat loss center, which means that you lose a lot more inches and even weight. But
Yes.
it's hard to advertise that, because people won't understand that. They're used to the weight
Right.
loss.
The weight.
So it's
Yes.
not even like about the scale. We try to not even like hyper focus on that. It's really about how your body's reshaping, and
Mhm.
your body composition, how your fat mass is going down. So,
And that what you said is true because um my experience there, I've lost so many inches. I saw the inches before I began to see the weight.
yeah.
And to what you were saying, it's amazing because it's almost like we kind of oppress ourselves and we get so accustomed to that body that where the weight has come on that when it goes off, we're
Mm,
conditioned to just sit right there, in that pain and that stupor or whatever, and it's gone. It's shed it off, right? But it's hard for us to move forward because that's where we've been for so long. And I have to say this, any woman out there going through menopause, she needs to join Inspire. And I say that because, no, I say that seriously, because I noticed when, as I was going through, I didn't have the hot flashes as much,
Mm,
like almost zero. And I learned that it was due to the food that I was eating, the sugars. Sugar is a trigger. So people go, oh
sugar.
Jesus, sugar will make those hot flashes come. Oh my God. Ooh, I would know. Anything that I would eat or drink, if it had a little bit of sugar, I would know because it would come. But as I was going through Inspire and eating the way that I was eating, or I'm still eating, really, I noticed that the flashes were less.
Mm,
And I've spoken to other women, and they attest to that. Like, yeah, when you change your diet, that the flashes are less, they're least. So any woman out there going through menopause, join. You can lose the weight and learn
and
to change
pre
your diet.
and premenopause too. You know, the saying food is medicine, it is the truth.
It
You
is.
know, the saying you reap what you sow, you know, what you feed your body is going
Yeah.
to reap, whether
You,
it's in a good way or in a bad way.
yeah, you are what you eat. You
You
really are.
are what you eat is so
Yes.
true. So I started Inspire Forward so because I wanted to pay it forward. Now you are also paying it forward in a way. Can you share what you're doing with women and the whole stylist thing and everything else? I mean, this is like amazing. I can't, you know, it's so beyond fat loss. It's so beyond weight loss. You know,
Yeah.
it's like you find yourself in this place and now you have this desire and passion to pay it forward in your way.
Hmm.
That is like I can't it makes me want to tear up, like honestly. Share what you're doing, Tangela.
You know, it's actually amazing. God is amazing. You know, you hear that scripture that says, eyes haven't seen and ears haven't heard. And you don't, yeah, I heard it, but I don't know how we interpret it, but it's amazing. And I say that because when God started me with the styling thing, I can't just style. I go beyond styling. I go into, okay, what got us here? Why are you dressing like this? What changed? How do you really want to look? Is this really you? This doesn't seem to be you. So I have to dig a little deeper. And then next thing I know, okay, I'm interested in life coaching. So I'm like, okay, hey God, what are you doing here? These are the two different things. But he keeps having me merge the two. And I said, okay. And like you with Inspire, I'm like, how do I market this? Because people understand styling and they understand life coaching. But for me, it's intertwined. So
Mhm.
that's when I help women. When I'm helping women, whether I'm helping them from the styling standpoint or whether I'm actually going through life coaching, I combine the two because when I'm styling you, I need to dig deeper. I need to find out what's going on with you. How did we get here? Why this? Why that? And you would be amazed at the women who trauma or disappointments or divorce or they got lost. They
Mhm.
lost themselves through these things, and so it shows up through their clothing. And people don't realize
So true.
people talk with their clothing. It's your billboard. It's what you use to advertise to the world to say that this is who I am, this is what I'm going through, this is what I'm dealing with. And even the woman that dresses to the nines, she's nicely dressed and tailored, she tells a story also.
Mhm.
Everybody's story isn't gloom and doom, no, but they tell a story. So I combine that. I combine those two. So, and then when I get on the life coaching side, as I'm uh, coaching these women through with their trauma, helping them find themselves again, get back to self, I say, hey, once we get beyond this point, we need to change your clothing. And they're looking at me and I'm like, yeah, because the woman you are now, that's not who you're going to become. You're not her anymore. And we can't put old wine into new wineskin. You're walking in a new skin. You're walking as a new person. You're not going to even want that. I myself have looked at my own wardrobe and I'm like, I bought that? Oh my God, what was I thinking?
Yes.
Like, I can't believe I even bought that. But at the time, oh, I probably thought it was the greatest thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it fed whatever I was dealing with because it made me comfortable. It made me feel however I was feeling. It made me okay. So I call myself an alignment coach because I bring those things into alignment. I help you bring your life into alignment, and all that plays a part. And everybody knows people judge you when they look. The first thing when they look at you, they scan you from
Yeah.
head to toe. They scan your head to toe. I was just sharing with someone the other day. I used to work for a principal, and he would be so spot on. You could walk through the door, and he could tell you immediately what type of worker you were by the way you were dressed.
Mm-hmm.
And I would sit there and amaze, and he would actually have me sit there and say, "Alan, watch this." Somebody would come in, he would tell me, and even with the employees that he had, and he would say, she's this kind of worker. She does this, and that. And I was like, how do you know that? And he would point out shoes, pants, dress, hair. And I would be like, wow, that was amazing. People talk when they don't think they're talking.
It's so true. That's so good. People talk when they don't think they're talking.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody that's watching and they say, I need that, I want that, I need Tangela in my life. How can they get in touch with you, Tangela?
Well, they can give me a call at 786 419 my Instagram page is being revamped. So you could probably go to which one is it? Wow. There's so many. Wow. Styled by Tangela. I have Styled by Tangela. That's one IG. I have the Rhythms of Life coaching. Okay, so those are two right there. And I'll the same thing for my Facebook page, the Rhythms of Life coaching and Style by Tangela.
I love it. I
Yes,
love it. I'm so, so excited for you. Thank you for
thank
sharing
you.
your story. I mean, just blew me away. The shed. That's it.
I know
The shed. I can't. Thank you so
when
much.
God dropped that in my spirit, I was like, the shit? Oh my God, right?
So good. So good. I really hope and I know that whoever watches this is going to be
Mhm.
super inspired by
I
your
hope so.
story. And know that really what we do, like at Inspire, what you do, it's it's passion.
Mhm.
We aren't just
Yes.
a weight loss center that it's a number and we just throw people in and have them
No.
just take supplements and that's it. It's legit our passion. And I'm so thankful and grateful for you, Tangela, that you took
Oh.
the time to share your story, share what you're before,
Mhm.
during, and now you're after. That's amazing. I will definitely be following you on Instagram. I just wrote it
Okay.
down. And the best is yet to come, right?
Yes, it is. And I thank you for thinking my story is even worthy of us even.
Everybody's. Ye-
I thank
Absolutely.
you.
You
And
never
I just,
know. You never
this
know
is
who you're going to
true.
touch and how, right?
That is true. And I thank you for having me to come on and talk about it. And I really hope that it does touch and inspire someone because, like I said, you're right. It's not just about the weight loss. You're going through Inspire is it's wonderful. Even the people there, they make you want to come back. It's like a family. No, it is. It's like a family. They're very encouraging. They inspire you, and it works. It works. That to me that was like the most important thing. It works. Anything that you said, it was it. It was like, it wasn't, you said in it, oh, maybe if you just do this, or no, if they follow what you tell them and to do and how to do it, they will see the results. I'm a witness.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you once again. And I'm gonna call you so you can style me, because I can live in
Okay.
yoga pants in a top all day
Oh
long.
gosh. Yes, we
All
must
right.
do that.
All right, Tanja, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And in the comments, I'll just share your contact information. And if any one of
Okay.
you guys have any questions, share with us how you feel.
Yes.
What are you thinking about while you're watching this, while you're listening to us talk? If you can relate. If you also have a story, please share, because we just want to inspire forward, right?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Have a
Thank
great
you.
rest of your day.
You
Okay.
too. All
Bye.
right. Bye.